Angela is here, and so is her hair.
I don't even want to look at her creepy bouncy curls and her creepy smile.
It's JPJ and Derek, round 2.
You just spit on my face, John.
And our respectful king leaves us.
You know, I get that a lot. You're a great guy, but... and then something else.
This is your Bachelor in Paradise episode 9 recap. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, everybody. It's me, Zima. I sang the theme song with just an extra little touch of pizzazz just then because look at this extra touch of pizzazz. We have a new graphic behind me. Wow. Because it's like you're in paradise, like flowers, but also tears. You know? That's what the show is. Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor in Scaradise, Bachelor in Desparadise. Right? So good to see everybody. Thank you guys for being here and for keeping a smile on my face. I have a little rosé today, a little classic moment, light and clear in color. That means it's dry. You know, it wasn't dry. My eyeballs when Derek left.
You know, I get that a lot.
We're gonna get into it. Okay, so Angela arrives. It's paradise, you guys. Anybody can show up on the beach.
Just be confident. Like, you have nothing to worry about.
And drink for every not so okay thing Nicole says. She calls her desperate.
She's the desperate one.
She speaks negatively about her body.
She has no body mass. No. She needs some Cuban meat on the bone.
Stop it.
She says she's creepy.
I don't even want to look at her creepy bouncy curls and her creepy smile.
And psycho.
She was psycho.
That was...
Why do you guys think Angela's here? Do you think she's here to like rekindle things with Clay?
And we're starting off strong. Please drink responsibly, but drink every time someone's like, why is she here?
Why do you guys think Angela's here?
What's she doing here?
What'd you come back to paradise for?
Angela's here?
Why would you want
Tell her
to
that.
throw yourself into this situation?
Why's she here?
No one really knows why Angela is here.
You guys, why are you all so shocked? You just saw her at the wedding. And Angela makes the point of saying, if Clay can be here, why can't I?
If it's okay for him to be here, then why is it not okay for me to be here?
And Angela, I agree. What do you guys think? Okay for Angela to be in paradise? Let me know in the comments below.
As long as, honestly, you stay away from Clay and don't make
Girl,
sure that you're
that's
not
done.
messing in my relationship, then you can go and do your own thing.
Yeah.
So I give Nicole credit for this. She just goes and talks to Angela. Have the conversation. So many times in life we find ourselves lost in the confusion when we don't just have the conversation. Okay.
I don't want to ruin anything for you. I really, truly mean that.
So they talk, and Angela seems chill. She's like, I don't want drama. So do you agree with Nicole that Angela is a creepy psychopath?
I don't even want to look at her creepy bouncy curls and her creepy smile.
I'm gonna say no. It was a no for me. And I'm not just saying that because I like her hair. Angela has a... my hair's in my... Be more like Angela. Hair. We're gonna have a conversation later.
Mike, wanna go on me with this date?
Let's make it happen.
All right, let's go.
Oh.
Angela has a date card and she's going to take Mike on the date. And I'm confused. I needed to see a conversation between Mike and Sydney. Weren't they kind of a thing? I guess not. We're not seeing a lot of Mike on Paradise, are we?
You know I'm here in paradise, and I think she knows I have found a connection. Why bring yourself and put yourself in a situation?
So Clay is arguing that Angela knew he had made a connection in Paradise. But did she? Because Angela's telling a different story. She's saying that Clay never mentioned Nicole to her when they saw each other at the wedding.
And yesterday, when we talked, there was no mention of any girl.
JC's behind this camera and his eyebrows just raised. You know it's a big reveal when JC's like, what?
No mention of any girl.
I printed my notes in the tiniest font today. And that was a horrible idea. I'm borderline legally blind. Really. A little behind the scenes. Sometimes I can't see the scenes. I need very thick glasses. When I order my glasses, they say, do you want to get special lenses so that they're not quite so thick? It's very embarrassing. Okay. Oh my God, where is it? Having a conversation with my eyeballs. Oh, right, I wrote down, I thought Clay was a good guy.
I feel like Clay he still cares about me, and if it's fine for him to be here, then it's fine for me to be here too.
So I'm not saying Clay's a bad guy, but I did think Clay was more mature than this. We saw him display a lot of grace during that Christian Jordan fight moment, but it seems that while Clay is good at not fighting with guys, he's bad at not floundering with women. I love this moment we get with Tayshia. Tayshia lays it on the line. She lays it on the line. She says, whoa, I'm gonna step up.
But if I don't do it, who's gonna do it?
Tayshia observes that Nicole is too in love with Clay.
Nicole. Honestly, she's too happy. She's too in love right now to see it.
She says Nicole doesn't see all this,
But I saw it.
but I do. And I'm going to do something about it. Because if I don't step up, who will? See you, Tayshia. Tayshia confronts Clay and says, what are you really doing here?
You know, she's my girlfriend, you know, and I'm really...
Are you ready for that?
And Clay's like, I'm ready for a relationship.
Yeah,
But
He didn't seem that convincing, did he?
I am.
I mean, he's a guy with a pretty monotone voice. He doesn't really change the tone or volume. But did you believe him?
I would love to take Nicole out of here and to...
I don't know.
Obviously, the obvious.
yeah.
You were in love recently.
We get a little more Mike. We see the date with Angela. And cheers to Mike for just always being so positive. I mean, we are talking about this Angela Clay thing again.
The way I'm looking at it is, well, he is here.
Angela talks about the double standard of it being okay for Clay to be in paradise, but not her.
He deserves to be here, and he's ready. Why would I not? You know what I mean? I just feel like I don't want there to be a double
So-
standard.
And Mike's like, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful you say that.
And then they're on a boat, I don't know why, and he can't really row the boat. And he's like, we're going in circles and I love it.
We're going to go in a lot of circles, okay? I love it.
Always the listener, always positive, but is that the problem? I mean, they seem to spend a lot of the day talking about Angela and Clay. Why aren't we digging into Mike and Angela? Is Mike going in circles? Just like that boat.
I'm just forced to watch my ex date my friends.
So, not shockingly, back to Clay. And Clay's really victimizing himself, isn't he? He's saying, I have to watch
Forced to watch.
my ex date my friends in front of me. Clay, you know your ex, Angela, was gonna have to watch you date her friends on TV, right? On national television,
Heather, you know how hard that is?
in front of millions.
Why would you want to throw yourself into this situation?
Okay, I don't have the sympathy for Clay, do you guys? I think Clay needs to stop working out and work out his own issues, okay? Yeah.
Still think Angela has some real feelings for Clay.
Speaking of issues, we're getting ITMs with Blake again, and that's nice. You know, we had to do our wellness checks on Blake, and now we see that he's okay, and I'm glad. Also, at this point, I'm getting a little lost on the timeline of Paradise, you know? What day is it? How long have we been here? What's going on? Tayshia is recapping things, and I don't know if this was an editing flub, but she says that John Paul Jones went on a date with Haley today.
Also, the fact that John Paul Jones went on a date with Haley today.
What day is it? Where are we? Paradise is weird. The dumpster fire keeps burning and we love it.
Derek's intentions here are not pure.
Speaking of a dumpster fire, John Paul Jones is still anti-Derek. He's still on this road. And I gotta say that I might be taking a left on my road to JPJ. Like, I'm not feeling so straight ahead towards the finish line here.
I feel when something's off, right?
Did you guys turn a little bit on John Paul Jones this episode? Let me know in the comments below. I mean, I still love how funny he is. He's talking about how Derek's a fraud.
I know the frauds when I see them, okay? Derek is a fraud. That is a fact.
And he says, it's a fact
A fact.
that he's a fraud, but I don't have any facts to prove that fact.
I don't have a lot of claims to substantiate that point, but listen.
And that's a fact that I have no facts. Okay, JPJ.
I have a pretty good feel for instinct, all right? Derek is a creep, man.
And drink every time John Paul Jones talked about his intuition.
I just have instinct, right?
And his instinct.
I feel when something's off, right?
And it's like, John, maybe you should stick with the facts.
There's a reason why animals know to fly south for the winter. We have instinct just like them.
It's actual facts, facts that are really facts, not just feels. Facts. Okay. Plus, let's talk about JPJ saying Derek's a bad guy, but many pointing out that John Paul Jones isn't exactly a stand-up John Paul gentleman, you know?
Apparently he's like super into Tasha, which seems like...
he is. Haley is very hurt by JPJ. She says, you told me we had an amazing connection.
You told me we had an instant connection. Why would you give me the rose if you didn't really feel that way?
You didn't tell me you had all these feelings for Tasha. At the bar, Haley calls out John Paul Jones, and she's not wrong.
Had you hit it off so well, why would you say yes to my date?
And I want to just drink for every face Demi is making behind them.
She told me
But then you told me we had an instant connection.
Tasha told me that she wanted me to test the waters. I've been a bit, again...
Selfish.
Well, I don't know if selfish is the right word.
What word would you use?
We love that, Demi. And then I had taken a left on John Paul Jones, and now I'm just making a U-turn and turning right around. I am flipping on John Paul Jones the way he flips his hair. He tells Haley, you're a big girl.
Come on, like you're a big girl. You explore your options, all right?
And much like Clay, victimizes himself here as if he's done nothing wrong. John Paul Jones, you need to be growns, okay? Grow up a little bit, babe.
What a night.
That was a lot. Welcome to paradise, JPJ.
And people are seeing it, right? Wells is like, did you think that went well?
Do you think that went well, or do you think that went not well?
And Christian is like, did you see her point?
Do you see her perspective a little bit?
Oh, I totally get it. I totally feel
Why is this happening?
And Haley is now crying.
Like, I don't give a
to Blake? I mean, of all the people to be crying to about men.
Why do men think they can treat women like this? I don't understand.
She is telling him how men manipulate women for fun.
For fun.
I don't know if I misheard it. You guys tell me. I think Blake said to her, men.
Men.
Well, Blake, in your case, a lot of people did.
I did not fabricate anything about you.
Absolutely you did.
But things with JPJ and Derek are not done. They are now arguing on the beach, and Derek is holding it down.
You continue to put words in my mouth, John.
My
and you
reputation is impeccable.
Don't get that close to me.
And making a good point to John that Tasha decides her life, not him.
You're not the right guy for Tasha.
She gets to decide that, not you.
And speaking of points, I think John Paul Jones is getting lost in his, because at a certain point, he just starts laughing.
Don't get that close to me. This is us talking.
I did not even get
You just
close to
spit on my face, John.
I found it to be a little unsettling. Did you guys? Who do you think handled this fight the best? I have to be honest, I felt Derek was the better communicator here.
You don't take this seriously at all.
This argument on the beach is messier than John Paul Jones's vomit was just days ago. But someone who's trying to not be such a mess anymore is Blake. I give Blake credit. He's calmed down, and he's getting back to being grounded in friendship. With the ladies. Drink for every time you saw Blake just hanging with the gals this episode.
Let me go sit. Go hug her. Go hug her.
Oh.
This is awkward.
Men. Hey, don't you want some dudes coming in?
Yeah, I want dudes to come in.
You all right?
Yeah.
Was it with you guys? Was it like pretty immediate?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I think it's a good way to go. Blake, be friends with women. We'll learn how to treat them. Wonderful. So Blake and the gals are kind of hanging on the beach, having a drink, having a little happy hour. And Blake says of this whole JPJ and Derek thing, that has to be unattractive, right?
This has got to be the most unattractive thing ever, right?
I don't like it's such a turn off.
Right.
And the girls are like, yeah, it is unattractive. Good call, Blake.
It's such a turn off.
Right, okay.
Great. Blake. With JPJ, I'm going left. With Blake, are we finally going right? I would say we are, but we know he released those text messages. But whatever time it is in paradise, we're still getting new blood. Matt Donald is here.
I'm Matt Donald, and I'm really nervous, and I hope I catch your eye.
And Luke. Oh my God. S is here. Thank God it's not Luke P. I mean, in that case, P does not stand for paradise. I was scared for a second. Someone said Luke, and I was like, oh God. But thank God. Luke S.
Sydney. Christina, would you like to go on this date?
And they take Sydney and Christina Schulman on a double date. Okay. And I just have to pour some more wine for this moment. As they were leaving, Blake said, bye.
Bye.
Blake, are you me?
Bye.
Am I you? No, I'm not. What's happening? Bachelorin, did you dare a dice?
And kissing Matt, yeah, that would be nice.
On the double date, Matt Donald is Matt not doing it. He won't even kiss Sydney. He says his mom would be ashamed of him.
My mom is gonna freaking kill me. If I'm like making out with chicks and stuff, she's gonna kill me.
Matt, I don't know if you're fit for BIP. You might have to BIC your way out of here. A first kiss is the absolute minimum of what you need to be prepared to do here. Okay? Yeah. I mean, you're entering a season where on the premiere, we learned that somebody had sex with 2 different people back to back at a music festival. And you're scared of the first kiss? Okay.
I've been contemplating breaking it off with both of them.
Back to the beach, and Tayshia is over it all. She does not want to JPJ-sha, and she does not want to Derek. She is D4 done. So Tayshia and JPJ are talking, and this conversation looks so difficult, and it's making me sad watching it. But I'm trying to be positive because I do love her outfit. A white shirt on the beach look is one of my absolute favorite things. Just taking a moment for positivity, a little style moment. Okay. And yeah, that conversation doesn't seem to go well because do not drink for the entire time that John Paul Jones is crying. Oh, he's a rough crier.
Made my heart skip a beat for a second there too, by the way.
Why?
It's because it's meaningful to me.
And then Tayshia has a conversation with Derek, and that one's even a little more final. She tells Derek she doesn't know if she can get there.
I just don't know if I can get there.
And oh God, Derek says, do you know that you can't?
Do you know you can't?
That was sad. That made me want to curl up into myself. Just pet myself. It's like Derek. Can't someone love Derek? Give Derek love. He deeper deserves it. But Derek does a mature thing that Blake hasn't. He leaves.
You know, I'm actually gonna head out now.
He exits paradise, and he is crying, and everyone is crying. And drink for Katie because she gave him the hug the audience wanted to. Were you guys shocked Derek left? What did you think? Should he have gone? Have you turned on John Paul Jones? We don't know what time it is, but we're very deep into this season. Is it still the best season of Paradise we've ever had? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. I raise a glass to you. I am on the app Cameo if you would like a personal message from me. And now, while I might be turning on JPJ, I will never turn on JC. So, JC, can you just come in for a moment? JC, I just want you to show the people the face of surprise you make when you're filming and I say something that you haven't watched on the episode yet and you're shocked. Remember that? So cute.